Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm discussing the residential housing market datas and the Fed funds rate. This is a question I've been asked by a lot of my friends, and I've been telling them as far as what I'm seeing. But I think this video will actually help a lot of you guys as well if you guys ever run into my channel. I'm trying to share the data as far as what the inventories are right now and what were the past inventory for those houses were, and try to also discuss the purchases prices for a lot of these homes. Also, if there's a way we can time the market or not, sometime 2023 or sometime 2024, to see if there's a good time for us to purchase this investment homes in this coming future. I hope this helps, and let's jump into the data right now. All right, guys, so let's jump into the data, and I'm going to start with the median sale price. If you look at the chart here, it's basically a lot of major cities and the national average is shown, and I would go through the national average chart right here. And since 2012, you're seeing a rise in home prices, and all the way going up to almost 400K. And that tells us that over the past 10 years, you're actually seeing real estate prices going up, especially for residential. And I predict that in the future, at least I hope it happens, is that the prices keeps going up so that we have equity there. However, if you're a first-time home buyer, I would recommend always look into the first-time home buyer loans, where you put very minimum down and you could have great homes out there, which is still lower than the market average. So there is homes out there, you just have to find that deal yourself and look at houses at a daily basis and follow the market. Now let's jump into the other data as far as home sales goes, and which months there is a huge number of sales. You could see that the chart is trending up and going down, trending up and going down, so which tells us that real estate is seasonal. So there will be less sales happening around the cold time frame, especially weather-wise, and then in summertime you'll see a huge spike in sales, because that's when people want to move to a new home and it's easy for them to go from a smaller or a bigger house, whatever they were doing, but that's when they are buying a home. So if you're a seller, I would say sell your house around these time frames, especially in the summertime, and that's when you would be able to get good cash on your sale. Now let's jump into the other data as far as what we're seeing in new listings. And like I said, that when the homes are actually sold around summer time frame, and that's when you see the most inventory coming in. And that's how they say, okay, these are the new listing which is coming in, and it's going down around cold weather time. Now if you look at the inventory, however, that since 2012 the inventory is actually going down, and it spikes up around like summer time frame, and then it drops, it spikes, drops, and suddenly around 2020 and 2021 you see a major drop in inventory. And that's where the house prices actually starts going up, and that's when you have bidding wars. And this is a tough time for us investors, especially trying to find good deals, because there is not a lot of home out there for us to invest. I looked at 8 to 9 different homes this past month, and I made 2 offers, and none of the offers got accepted. So but you do see that the inventory is climbing up like last year, and right now around March 2023 the inventory is not there, but I think it will climb a little bit higher than last year. So there will be more homes out there this summer, so I would keep an eye on some good properties and see if you can make some good offers, and hopefully you get a home for your investment properties. Also, I want to say something here is that if you see a home that is priced a little bit higher, and you have to put down more, that's fine as long as your cash on cash return is whatever your percentage you want at the end of the year. If that makes sense, I would say go purchase the properties, because if you're an active investor, I think that's the route to go to. But in what I do is I usually offer less than what the market or the seller is asking for. Usually those type of properties need some sort of work, but I usually calculate what the expense is going to be to make it, or make the house rentable, and that's how I make my offer. And hopefully my goal is to make 10% cash on cash return on these, so hopefully I make some money on it. Now that's the chart for the inventories. Now let's jump into the rates. As far as what we're seeing, I think there is more key indicators there, which will actually tells us and gives us a better picture of what to expect in the coming months and the next year. Now here's another chart, which is the United States Fed funds rate, and I'm looking at least 25 years worth of data, and it tells a very good picture as far as what we can expect in the coming future, and where the housing market is going to trend. Is the prices going to go up, or is it going to go down? Right now, if you look at the history, that the rates always fluctuated from top to bottom. So and they went up almost 6.5 percentage, and then went down, and then went up again, and then went down, and then from 09 or 010 they were very low, and then around 2016 it went up a little bit. Now what I'm seeing is that from here around 2020 is that when we had that lockdowns, and that's when the interest rate dropped significantly, and that gave a lot of the buying power to purchase more expensive homes, and that's why there was some bidding wars, and people started buying homes left and right with low interest, and their monthly rates were super low. On the other hand, right now the Feds is increasing the rates super fast. I think they're sitting at almost 5.25 right now, and for people who wants to purchase homes for around $300,000, their payments went from $1,200 to almost $2,500 a month, and those people cannot purchase those houses because the monthly payment is so high. So a lot of buyers are priced out of the market. Now, is the Fed is going to keep those rates super high to fight inflation? I think they're going to keep it at least high for this year until they have the inflation down to, I think they're saying, for 2%. So when the inflation is at 2%, I think we're going to see that the Fed is tapering down on the interest rate. Now, what will happen is that the inflation already happened, and right now, yes, they're trying to suck all the money out from the economy, but the prices are not going to go back like how it was 2019. It is still going to be high. Do I see a correction? Yes, I do see a correction there. Probably on the market you'll see 10 to 15%, maybe 20% if I'm saying a high number. But you would not see a crash like how everybody is saying that, oh, we'll see a like housing price crash. No, that's not going to happen. What I do see is there is a correction. However, right now, while the interest rate is higher, a lot of people are not buying those houses with high interest rates. So if you get in and purchase a home for, let's say, your interest rate is 4.5%, and you bought some points on your mortgage, Now, keep it for a year or two. I believe the interest rate is going to go down again. And when it does, I would say refinance it. And by that time, you will already have a lot more equity in the house, and the market is going to go up again, at least for 5 years, and you will have a decent amount of equity on your property. And as we know that everything we buy, any consumer products we buy, the price is always going up. It's never going down. And I think that's the same case here. I hope that's the case. At least that's why my prediction is. I'm not a financial advisor, and I did buy a few properties in the past and made a decent chunk there. So I'm reinvesting again. And right now is a very tricky time for investors, especially with how the market is projecting the data. It's not favorable for us. So I hope this helps. And if you like the video, please subscribe. And I hope to see you and talk to you guys soon. Thank you.